depending on how many candles there are on those circumstances, when the child is expected to get them blown out all in one shot, then then he or she would have to turn her head a bit.
And with COVID, that's a bad idea.
Huh?
And with COVID, that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Suzanne's going to tell us about proper positioning of birthday candles. Is that what it is?
I don't know where the custom began of somebody celebrating his or her birthday having to have the number of candles corresponding to his or her age on the cake, or particularly having to blow out all the candles in one shot. What was that supposed to mean?
I have no idea.
Okay, because with young children, they always say, "Go on, now make a wish, blow out the candles." Now, a child that's only a couple of years old, getting all the candles out in one shot shouldn't be difficult. But then, as the child gets older, the tendency is to put more candles on the cake and spread them around. Usually spread them around the perimeter of the cake surface. Now, depending on how many candles there are on those circumstances, when the child is expected to get them blown out all in one shot, then then he or she would have to turn her head a bit.
And with COVID, that's a bad idea.
Huh?
And with COVID, that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Yes. So, how would you fix that?
I'd say the best solution with any birthday cake, no matter how many candles are used for the honoree, is to keep them grouped together, somewhat like a bonfire. Let's see, those are the candles. See how they're grouped closely together?
Mm-hmm.
So a child could easily, or what I've done when I got older and people took me out and presented me with a cake that had only the one candle, I put my hand around it and
And how about just get a number? Candles with numbers.
Well, a number candle is the same thing. It has that. It's that one candle with a number on it and the single flame.
And maybe get a spray bottle and just spray some water on it.
Spray bottles?
Yeah, just get some water on it.
I've never seen one.
I'm just saying, maybe that's better than blowing stuff on it.
Or squirt gun.
Yeah, squirt gun.
Doing it with your hand cupped around eliminates the problem of a lot of wax flying away and landing in some inconvenient spots.
Well, I think people are mostly grossed out by spit, not the wax. Because when you blow out, you especially kids.
Yeah, you can expel some saliva.
That's why I don't eat birthday cake at kids' parties. Because they usually spray it around.
I've known people whose families have bought the relighting candles. Have you seen these?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, and so you'd blow them out and they'd relight. And you'd blow them out and they'd relight. It's very hard to blow them out.
Yep.
I think you have to pinch them.
I'd say that's something impractical when you, and it's what you said recently about the COVID hysteria.
Yeah. And it's mean, especially if the kid has asthma.
Yes. Terrible.
Because then they have to keep blowing.
Yes. It's one way to get rid of the kid. I'm kidding. Only if you don't like him. It's a nice kid. So anyway, try to prevent
germ spreading, wax flying.
Yes. And
I think the squirt gun idea was a good one.
or you can just lick your fingers.
And just squeeze it out, yeah. You got to be fast, though.
Yes.
Squeeze it
You
out?
can just touch the top of the candle and put it out.
That's risky.
If you're not quick
One
enough.
of my brothers sometimes would dare it, putting two of his fingers closely around a flame to get the flame out, and his fingertips would be burned.
Uh-huh.
Well, yes, that can happen.
Yeah. I don't think little kids would be good at it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. How about this? This is even better.
Mhm.
You don't put candles in a cake. You put them somewhere else.
Ah.
In a candle holder or something.
Or, okay, there's been a trend recently towards cupcake cakes.
So you blow
You
your
make a
own,
lot of
yes.
cupcakes and you put them together. What if you put all of them? We could do this like in your technique, putting them all on one cupcake, and the kid gets that, or the
Yes.
birthday
I've seen
person
that.
gets that, and blows them all out, and then they only spit on their own cupcake.
There you go.
Spit on their own cupcake?
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what
well,
happens when you
that's
blow it,
silly.
stuff comes out.
When you blow, sometimes,
Well, just when you do that, there's stuff coming out.
yeah, it's
It's
inevitable.
not just air, it's just what it is. Or you get a lizard.
Cupcake also, portion control.
Well, I know if you have a great many cupcakes with a variety of color of frostings on them, you can arrange them in a kind of mosaic or a pattern.
That's fun too.
Yes.
Well, that's what I did beginning in 1986. I made lots of cupcakes and a few slightly larger cakes, and arranged them in the form of a rosary.
Ah,
Oh, I remember that.
Hmm.
Yes, that was that your 50th? Which birthday was that when you did that? You did it for one birthday, I remember that.
A rosary cake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was in 1986. The Blessed Virgin Mary was 2,000 years old.
Then I saw a picture. Of that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you back then, but I've seen it, or you told me about it. Some one of those. Yes.
that would be the rosary that would cause the most weight gain, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? Because if you were doing the rosary for that cake, would you eat each one after you did the prayer for that bead?
Oh, you mean no? We never recited
Yeah.
the rosary while eating the cake. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean. It sounds like very fattening.
Well, sometimes we'd some events that I went to, we prayed the rosary, and then afterward we exposed the cake. Well, like I said, lots of little cakes to represent the smaller beads, and slightly larger cakes for the larger beads.
Much better. Yeah.
But when it came to eating the rosary cake, we didn't say the prayers. We didn't hold a piece up and say the prayer. We would just.
Okay. All right. So the moral of this segment is that be careful how you blow out your candles, because we don't want to spread germs and diseases, I guess.
Consider the cupcakes.
Yes. Consider other people too.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Suzanne, for the advice. It's a practical advice.
Yeah.
Another public service announcement from the superhero. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss another topic